What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and we're coming at you with another video. We are here again with another one of our deck excitement lists, our not so tier list. We don't do tier lists on this channel, but we do a deck excitement list for every set. We did our card overview, we did our points list. This is the final stretch. We're about a week away from the release of EX10 Sinister Order, so we're having our deck excitement list, and we're super excited about it because there's so many good decks, so many cool cards, all the awesome baddies and villains from your favorite Digimon series, all crammed into this one set. So we want to talk about it, what we're most excited to build, as always, and just kind of give you an idea. And again, this is not a tier list. This is not what I think is the most, some of this stuff is going to be not that good. It's really not going to be that good, but it's what I'm excited to build. So it might not be the same as what you're excited to build, but, if you're excited to build something I'm not, good on you. I hope it goes well. I hope you have fun, and I hope you have luck with, making a great deck, making it consistent, stuff like that. But we're going to get into this deck excitement list like we usually do. And of course, the first thing to do is to change the categories, because we start with our super excited category. That's the one thing, the ones we're so excited to build. There's the am hoping to build. There's this one here. This is be nice to build. There's the couldn't care less category. Not something I'm really excited. If I don't build it, it's not not the end of the world. And then there's the don't give Frel. And if you know what that is a term from Farscape, one of my favorite sci-fi shows of all time, and it's more appropriate for youth or for YouTube because, yeah. So super excited. I'm hoping to build, really hoping to build. Would be nice to build. Couldn't care less if I don't get to build them, whatever, or don't give a don't give it a crap. But anyways, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Well, let's get into this here. So we're going to start here with our MaloMyotismon. Now, MaloMyotismon, in my opinion, I would say it would be nice to build. I'm not gonna, I'm not in a panic to build MaloMyotismon, but I'm interested in it. I'm definitely interested. I think it's really cool. I don't know if it's there yet, if it has enough support to really drive it over the finish line. But I would love to play this deck. It would be cool, but it'd be nice to build. If I don't get to build it, it's not the end of the world. But it would be nice to give it a try. So that's where I'm putting that one there. I think it's cool, the whole, level 5s, popular level 5s to bring out a MaloMyotismon. I just don't know if we have enough good cards, level 5s, and an easy way to get them on the board in order to do that. We do have some new support in this set. We have some old support. We're even getting a reprint of the Searcher Devimon, a foil legend pack card, which is really cool. But, like I said, I'm just not sure if it's there yet. Because I like to build consistent decks. I like to build decks that are at least, tier 2, tier 1.5 or higher. Just because if you build lower than that, a lot of the times you don't have a lot of fun in the game because you play against someone who is even just playing a tier 1.5 deck and you get smashed 90% of the time. So that's why I kind of stick with my rule. I'm going to try and build a deck that I feel is at least tier 2 to tier 2.5 or higher. That way I not having a really bad time playing the game. BlackWarGreymon, I'm going to put him up here and super excited to build. I've played BlackWarGreymon at like BlackWarGreymon X antibody at regionals or Ultimate Cup events. So I'm super excited to play this card again. He's one of my favorite villains. Just such a great character from Season 2, Adventure 02. And anytime there's a new rendition of BlackWarGrey, I get super excited. So I'm definitely putting him in the super excited category. Not sure if this is really going to do anything for the deck. I mean, the BT8 guy is honestly sometimes considered better still. The BT8 guy is just such a really good card. But it's a cool new ace card. It's great art. I'm definitely going to pick up copies, so why not throw the deck together and give it a try. So I'm super excited for that. And I think it's going to be cool to see BlackWarGrey again. And maybe, maybe this card will stand out as a really, really good card. But I definitely think as a red-black aggro deck, red-black, like red aggro is kind of interesting right now because there's so many other forms of aggro. You know, Guillaumon, purple-red aggro. That just pure red or even black-red aggro is not as good as it used to be. Just because the game is super aggro-focused. You know, Omnimon DNA, you got purple hybrid. There's so many decks that just kill you really fast. And I just don't think red and black, you know, have the steam that other aggro decks have in this current format. But that's just my opinion. Creepymon, I'm going to put Creepymon in the couldn't care less pile. I like the idea of Creepymon. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think there's enough support there yet. Having his own deck, I really don't think there's enough support there. We have 2 or 3 different types of Creepymons. We have a limited low end for him. I guess you could play any purple engine, really. But the way it looks is this is a mill your opponent and your own deck. And so I just don't know if we have the right support for this deck. It's not something that's on my, you know, priority list. I don't mind the look of it, and Creepymon is a cool character. I just think, you know, potentially we need more stuff to make this a viable deck idea. So at this point in time, I really couldn't care less. Belfamon. Belfamon I'm super excited about just because it's like a green-purple deck using Suspend Tactics. You can use a lot of the old purple support, but now we have some purple-green support. And we even have the new promo Fascomon coming out real soon for the next tournament pack, which is a searcher for the deck for Regismon and for Belfamon. So that's really, really cool. The deck's never had that, so that's going to be excited. We won't get that until after EX10, until, you know, the end of September, beginning of October, when that new tournament pack hits. But that's really cool. And we're getting Belfamon X Antibody in the next set, so I might be playing this for two formats. Because I've never played Belfamon originally. I just had other decks I wanted to play, but I really want to try them now because I really like Belfamon Rage Mode. I think it's cool. Just Security Attack +2 is just disgusting. Piercing and all that other stuff, it's just really gross. So I'm excited for this deck and hoping I can build something that's, you know, pretty good for this new Belfamon support. Quartzmon. Quartzmon is going in. Don't give a frel. I like Hunters. I just don't know if I'd build a Hunters deck around this card. I don't know if it's generally better than the old Quartzmon. And that card doesn't even really get played in Hunters anymore. I do, like I said, I really like Hunters. I'm not sure if this, you know, there's some cool support. The Psychmon's cool, definitely. The Astamon's all right, but I'm just not sure about the Quartzmon itself. So I'm not sure if we're going to build like a evil Hunters deck. So at this point, I just don't give. I couldn't even care less about it. I just don't give a crap to build this at this current moment in time, and it's unfortunate, but it's how it is. Dark Knight, I really like DarkKnightmon support. I would say I'd be hoping to build this. It's not on my top priority list, but I'm definitely hoping that maybe if I have some extra time, some extra lists, I can build this because I love DarkKnightmon, and I think it'd be nice to have a really cool, really good DarkKnightmon pure build. Not the Bargra army necessarily, but a DarkKnightmon kind of themed build. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for that. Absolutely. Magneticdramon, the rock mineral Peridimon support. I have to like crop these cards now because they put the stupid sample word in them. So sometimes it's hard to like actually see what the image is. And that's one of the ones that's really hard. Like last time, I think Nibootmon, I couldn't get his face in there on the alt art cover without having sample right across it. So this is Magneticdramon. I love the rock mineral support. I love the rock liberator deck. The Rock Mineral Liberator deck. It's really cool. I love how the abilities work, detaching to gain effects off of detaching and then reattaching stuff from your trash. It's a really cool black mechanic, and then you give them all the regular black stuff like reboot, you know, tons of DP and stuff like that, and unsuspending. It's really cool, and I really enjoy it. And so I'm really excited about Magneticdramon. I'm really excited for the support in general to put together Peridimon again because I really like that deck. And now that it's got more line support, I'm like super stoked about it. So this is one of my tops. Yeah, this is like, you know, even more than these two, this is one of my top ones for super excited. And yeah, I can't wait to build it. Regismon, I'm putting him in the couldn't care less. I think, you know, right now, I like Gammamon. I'm just not sure if I would build a Gammamon deck right now. The Gammamon support is all over the place, all the time. And it never seems like they really crack down on, you know, what's going to really make that deck good. So I definitely think that they need to do a little bit more. We didn't even, that's like all we got was this guy. We didn't even get an Arcturusmon. We didn't get like I think we got like a purple Gammamon. I mean, they're reprinting the purple Gammamon from the LM set. But I mean, there's no reason we couldn't have gotten another one. So we really did not get a lot of support. This card's out of left field, and I mean, it's a level 5 for a deck that does have good level 6s and level 7s. So, I mean, depending on, you know, is it better than other level 5s that we already have? Is it better than the level 5 that we got in the BT21 Heroes set? I don't know. But I'm just not thinking that it's something that I'm really going to focus my time on right now. Maybe if we get some more stuff down the road, I would love to build another Gammamon deck. And hopefully this might be a good card, but it's just not something I'm looking at right now. DarknessBagramon, I'll put it in the be nice to build category. I'm slightly interested in the Bagramon archetype. I just don't think it's there yet. I'm definitely interested in considering looking at the cards and just saying, hey, is this something I really, really want to build? But at this point, it's just something like, if I get a chance, I'll try it out. Otherwise, you know, it's not something that's high on my priority list. But it would be nice to build. It would be cool, just because it's like a lot of, you know, higher end stuff. It's more of like a Mega Zoo deck, I would say. But I'm not sure if they've really done what they need to make this deck viable yet. But they're definitely making strides, so that's all right. Lucemon, Straighten mode, Lucemon Chaos mode, Lucemon in general. I love Lucemon. It's such a cool archetype, and I played it before in BT18. I was super excited for all the support we got in EX6 and in BT18, and I'm really excited for the support now. We even did a video on, do we think this is there yet? Do we think that Lucemon has, you know, arrived at its like peak support level? It's getting closer. It's definitely getting closer, and I'm super excited to try it out, even if it's not that great, because I just love this deck and I think it's really, really cool. And I'm hoping one day it will be a, you know, something that can fight in the meta and be pretty strong. So we'll have to wait and see. But this is one of the ones I'm most excited for, like the Magneticdram. These are probably like my top two out of 3. There's 3 decks that I'm really excited for, like above others, and you'll see in a second here. And then of course there is Regismon, the Appmon stuff. I don't give a crap about Appmon stuff right now. I don't even I haven't even learned how the mechanics work. I read them and I'm like, okay, I'm not willing to build this stuff right now. And I mean, if you're an Appmon trait enthusiast, great for you. I hope you figured out how all these things work and can use them to your advantage, because you know, Appmon stuff has topped before. We've had a hero deck. We've had the Gaiamon in there. So this might bring out more Appmon tops. And a lot of times if people don't know how to play stuff, it even gives you a even better advantage. I know when in Yu-Gi-Oh! When spellbooks first came out, nobody was playing them because they were kind of expensive and they weren't top tier, but they were still really good. And I used to play them all the time and do so well at tournaments because no one knew what the heck was going on and how to play against that deck until it became broken, and then everyone played the deck, and then everyone knew exactly how to play against that deck. So it's not a bad thing to start, you know, playing Appmon stuff right now, because you get good at it. You potentially have the surprise factor, which is always really great. So I would say, you know, even though I'm not interested, don't let that, you know, discourage you guys at all. It's probably a pretty sweet deck. I just have no interest in learning the Appmon stuff right now. Nothing that I've seen so far has really interested me and go, I have to play this deck. So I just haven't put it on my to-do list. And there's been so many other things on my to-do list that I was like, okay, well, I just don't have the room to even try and think about this. So at this moment, I'm not, you know, it's not something that I care about, and not something I'm looking to build. And then lastly, of course, it's Beelzemon. If you've seen me with Beelzemon decks, and then Beelzemon was the first deck I ever took to a regional / ultimate cup. you know, if we're getting new Beelzemon support, I'm going to be playing Beelzemon in some form or another. So it's going and super excited because I love Beelzemon. I love the mill deck. I used to play Lightsworn and Yu-Gi-Oh! It was actually one of my favorite decks and even my wife's favorite deck. So mill decks have a special place in my heart. I love purple as a color. So I'm excited for Beelzemon. I really like the new version of him. I like the purple-black, the ability to de-digivolve, the ability to put cards on top of your deck and mill them for effects is so good. I think this is a really great card. And then all the other stuff too, being able to Digivolve from Appmon for 4 for 20, with 20 cards in your trash is so cool. And then just all the other abilities too. So I think it's all really, really good. And I'm excited for, seeing what happens with all these decks. Like I said, usually we only build like 4 or 5 decks, or usually only 4 decks in EX, in any EX set, just because it's just smaller than a main set. But I already have like 5 decks here I'm interested in building. So you might get a good selection of deck profiles for EX10. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. But looks like we got there. That is our deck excitement list. As you can see, it's a little bit different than usually. I usually kind of come across in like a pyramid fashion, but this one's a little bit different. Not much in the I'm hoping to build, but decent selection of super excited, and then some other stuff that's just kind of like, whatever. But that is how I feel about EX10. Tell me what you guys' thoughts are. Do you agree with some of this, or are you excited for some of the other stuff that I wasn't, like Appmon, like Quartzmon, like Gammamon support? What is on your list to build for EX10? Let us know down in the comments. And it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.